So it is Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0, and Manchester City have gone second and have closed the gap to 4 points to Arsenal. And it's only because of two words. Those two words are Jeremy Doku. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you can let me know in the comments when you like, share, subscribe. Jeremy Doku has cemented himself as one of the best wingers in Europe and to an extent world football. He absolutely took over the game. Every attack, let me not say every, most of Man City's attack came on Jeremy Doku's left, Liverpool right. Now I understand Salah plays high and probably didn't track back enough, but it didn't matter to Doku. If Konate was marking him, it didn't matter if his 1v1s duel versus Conor Bradley was marking him. It didn't matter if Gavin Birch wanted to assist or sometimes Szoboszlai. He was taking on at least 2, 3, possibly 4 men and beating them. That's how dominant Jeremy Doku was in this game. And I could reel off and tell you that, it's because Liverpool probably could be tired, fatigued over the Real Madrid, putting their all, didn't press well enough, didn't show the kind of oomph and, that kind of fervor, that champion metal, so to speak. And you saw it on display today. Manchester City ran riot on Liverpool. Now, the scoreline could tell you that maybe Liverpool should have scored. We're going to talk about some dodgy calls or decision making by VAR and particularly the referee. But let's just give Manchester City their flowers, honestly, because in this game, they showed why they should never be counted out as a title contender, possibly title favorites. Pep Guardiola schooled Arne Slot. Now, last season, Pep had injuries and wasn't playing well, and Arne Slot took advantage of that and won 2-0 at the Etihad. But Manchester City this game, even though Erling Haaland is the focal point and would be the major talking point, but honestly, it was all Jeremy Doku. And to be honest with you, I thought Nico Gonzalez played well. That entire Manchester City back line in itself also played stout, strong, physical, willing to go the distance in their 1v1 challenges against Ekitike or Verts or Salah, Nico O'Reilly as the left back. But Jeremy Doku, ladies and gentlemen, showed his class and stamped his authority on this Liverpool squad. He could receive the ball even at the edge of his 18-yard box, and he's making things happen. He's making players miss. He's bouncing off challenges and tackles. He's literally bodying people. It's like I'm watching the NFL and you see a running back running with the ball and he gives him a stiff arm and pushes him down. That's exactly what Jeremy Doku did a couple times to Conor Bradley. Was literally buoying him, schooling him. But in all fairness, this should have been expected based on how Liverpool has been playing for the entire season. They have won, or lost maybe 4 out of the last 6 games, Premier League games, and 5 out of 7. So if that is the case, I think that's what stats says. And there has to be some kind of internal recognition with the player, some self-reflection. Because what I saw today was an abomination. The energy wasn't there, and understandably, you played hard against Real Madrid. But the energy, the intensity, the press, the slow start to the first half was just, it was absolutely nonchalant. And persons were just doing the least to say the most. And what I saw from players like Gravenberch, particularly McAllister, I don't even want to talk about him anymore. Honestly, I wish, hopefully we can sell him. But each player, every player on that team that was fielded on the squad, maybe except Szoboszlai, was poor. It was poor. And I don't know what the caution or the reservation from Arne Slot as it pertains to try to be aggressive from the start because it's inconsistent. What teams have easily identified is that Salah plays high, we're going to target the right hand side of Liverpool every single moment. I can tell you at least maybe 45 to 50% was dominated by Manchester City because of Doku, because of where they were targeting. And simple mistakes like Konate in giving up the penalty, which should not be a penalty in all fairness. Simple mistakes, giving up the first goal, misjumping, missing a ball to head, getting Haaland to score right behind it. It's inconceivable. It's inconceivable. And then he has the audacity, and I'm saying this, he has the audacity to say that he wants 200k from Liverpool for his pay. Sometimes I wonder, and I'm not saying I'm accusing him of such, but what I saw today, sometimes I wonder, I'm saying, is it a sabotage thing to push yourself out from the club because you don't want to be there anymore? No, that could be lazy commentating, and that's my opinion. I'm not saying that's the case. It just, how he plays, there isn't enough for me to say, you know what, he wants to really stamp his authority. How we played last season, phenomenal. Played great. But has had injury niggles. Has had injury concerns. And I'm saying, like, do you want to be there? What I also saw from Slot, I'm saying, clearly McAllister is out of his depth in terms of when the press is happening. He's tired. He looked legged today, him in particular. Gravenberch started off as a house on fire, sizzled out, has completely sizzled out. Ekitike clearly wasn't there on the pitch, was just showing face. Verts not good enough. And it goes on and on and on. This can't be. No, I did a video and I said that the title race is over. I can safely say that the only thing that Liverpool will be challenging this season is just for a top 4 space and maybe win the Champions League. Maybe. It cannot be. We need reinforcements. The transfers, we're going to look back at this season, at this summer transfer, and say, you know what? I think Liverpool got it wrong. Maybe. Based on the amount of money spent, near £500 million, but still not enough in terms of trying to stem the flow, get attacks going, trying to build up, trying to pass with precision, consistently, press consistently. It's not there. And there's a saying that goes, it's easier when you're chasing the crown, chasing the win, chasing championships, but it's harder to stay on top. And that's why, again, it's not just about buying players, because that can happen, but it's also about how you use your team. And Pep Guardiola, with his 1000th game, showed why he is, I can safely say, the greatest manager of all time. Easily. You can say it's because of money. Money matters. Sir Alex was made world record transfers in his time. But there's a kind of let's call it psycho to winning, that you always want to win. That when you taste that kind of that victory, that trophy at the end of the season, you want to go again. There's a hunger, and this team doesn't have it. Arne Slot just looks like he's completely clueless as to what to do next. You could bench Salah and put Chiesa. I don't think it changes. This team is flawed, and this manager has shown his flaws. Now, where to go next in this international break? It's just more about reflection, self-reflection with this team and the manager. I think in January based on the reports, there has to be some transfers coming in. I think we need a left winger. I believe that we need And I'm saying this now. We need a centre back. We need at least 3 centre backs. We need one in the January transfer window, definitely. But because of the age of Van Dijk and what I'm seeing with Konate, we need even at least 2 more. This team is not good enough. And it's really shameful to say that with the money that we spent, we're not good enough. So let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We are 9 subscribers away from 300. So let's see if we can get there before the end of the year. Until next time, guys. Peace.